What's up, gang? What's up, team? I'm really hoping I'm in this nice little common area in my hotel in Vail, so I hope nobody walks through here while I'm doing this. But just a quick little snippet here. We're shooting the Vail Comedy Festival this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. I'm very excited. It's my second year doing it, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a trek. It's gonna be a long weekend, a lot of work, some full days, several events throughout the weekend that I'll be taking photos of. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more chill this weekend than it was last year. There's a lot more like films and documentaries, and there's only about 6 shows total, I think. So not a ton of shows for me to cover, but should be a good one. I'm excited. There's some street magic happening that I'm gonna go shoot now, and then there's a late show tonight. I'm excited to play with the newer light. I'm gonna vlog the whole weekend as much as I can, hopefully, and the things that I'm learning along the way, because it's a good weekend to experiment and try new things and play with lighting, play with some manual focus stuff, because I would like to get to know my camera a little bit better in that regard. And so yeah, let's see what happens. I think it's gonna be good. Already it's better than last year because I brought my longboard, and getting from different venues is so much better than walking, just like zipping and cruising. All the pavement is immaculate here in Vail. So much money goes into keeping their roads nice, and it's really nice. The weather is really great. It's a little bit cooler than it was last year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the street magic and the late show. So let's see how that goes. All right, quick little entry here. It's day 2 in Vail, and it's been pretty good. Only a couple of things have gone wrong. I found out that the Lumix, so we're shooting video on the Lumix G cameras that the festival provided for me. There's 3 of them, 2 25mm prime lenses, and one, it's like I don't know what it is. It's like a 12 to 35mm. I'm shooting on the Nikon with small rig lapels, and I got the S5 with the 70-200 in the bag. The shows have been going great. The shots have been turning out really well. I'm a little bit fatigued. I laid in my room watching Adventure Time for like 30 minutes before there's a really great magician, Travis Nye, who does street magic, and so I needed to get up and get some shots of him real quick before the next show, which starts in 30 minutes. Thankfully the late show is in my hotel room. It's in like this gathering area. It's like a living room, basically, in my hotel. Yeah, there was a movie that was shot earlier today. It was really good. I wish I remembered the title of it, but it's about a freelance violinist and violist in New York City, and it's like a comedy, but it was really good. I really enjoyed the movie. There's another film tomorrow that I'm excited to see, a documentary that a comedian made. Really, it's just get the shot, it's just plug and play with the video cameras, and it's just all, and I made the mistake of I switched off one of the cameras before I pressed stop recording, so I lost that angle. But thankfully there's 3 cameras. So yeah, we're gonna push through for this last show, and then get some rest, I guess. Last night I was up late talking to my roommate, and that was nice, but I'm paying for it a little bit today. I'm a little bit more fatigued today, but feeling good about this. One more day to go. It's beautiful scenery, and we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Just got done with day 2. It was pretty good. It was fun. I was at the after party, just chatting it up, just yapping away, and it was fun. I've been drinking Michelob Ultras, and I've just been tooting up a storm. And I've been eating out of like a lunchbox like all weekend. It's been exciting. One thing I wish I would have thought of and maybe would have done differently is I wish I would have brought like a clamp or something to like mount a camera on, just like something simple. I lost one of them, and then the other one right now I'm using as a phone holder for when I watch TV in bed. So I clamp it to the bed frame, and then I make the magic arm clamp go up in front of me, and then I watch TV like this, so I'm like hands-free while I do it. Did you guys notice the light? Pretty sick, pretty fucking sick. I got the newer tube light out. I knew I wanted to do like one night scene where and it's sick. I think it's sick to like set up lighting and stuff and like set up like a scene. Earlier there was some assholes up there like arguing about something. It's weird out here. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I only expect like just the comics to be out at the bar this late at night, but like there's like 2 or 3, 4 bars that are open late here in Vail. But it's been good. I don't know if I talked about the cameras overheating or not, but like the Lumix Gs that we use for video are not my favorite. This touch screens are not working. They're just not sensitive at all. Like it's very hard to navigate the touch screen on there. But otherwise, I've taken like thousands of photos already, and I've cranked out a couple of edits already, but I've taken like easily 5,000 photos, if not more, just in the last 2 days, and then we still have one more day to go tomorrow. So it's late already. I wasn't gonna go out to the after party, but I really wanted pizza, and I knew there was gonna be pizza there. This year I haven't really been able to. I haven't talked to a ton of comics this year. I've mostly just been talking to the staff and producers, but I'm okay with that. Like I understand the pace of this, and like I've just been pacing myself and like, you know, taking my time. But I'm already out later than I anticipated, and open mic tomorrow starts at 10:30. I did one open mic today, it was fine, and then tomorrow is the next, the last opportunity I'll get to go on stage. So see how it goes, and at least I think 2 more shows tomorrow, and another movie tomorrow, and some more street magic, and I'm excited. It's gonna be great. Well, it finally happened, you guys. I made a mistake. I hope this audio is still picking up. I made a mistake, and I showed up to the 2 p.m. show. I was on my way to the 2 p.m. show, and I get a call from the producer, and he's like, how come the cameras aren't set up yet? The show's about to start. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that you wanted video for the magic show. And he goes, it's magic and comedy. And I was like, oh God, of course. And on the schedule, it says like comedy and magic show. So yeah, so I missed the host set recording. And by the time I got the cameras up, and then about 3 or 4 comics in, 2 or 3, I realized that the Zoom wasn't on, so I had to get another volunteer to help me turn on the Zoom recorder, and because I didn't know how, and then press record. And so I really got the full quality of it probably starting halfway through. So what are you gonna do, you know? I'm kind of fatigued today. I might have said that yesterday too, but today it's been a lot of comedy, and there's 2 more shows happening. So I'm really like, you know, absorbing my break time, but like I felt so bad after making that mistake that I was like, okay, I'm gonna be early for the show. So I'm at the venue, which is my hotel, and I'm gonna be getting set up really early. So I'm just gonna be hanging out, and 2 more shows to go to get really good quality tapes and video or photo, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna. It's already almost. It's 4:15, so I decided not to have a Red Bull, but I'm drinking my vitamin energy water, and yeah, tomorrow I'm taking some comics to the airport pretty early. Right now I'm scheduled for 7, but that could turn into 6, so we'll see what happens. yeah, you just live and you learn, and you just keep going, and we're gonna get through this. And then we got plenty of editing to do. Chick. Ugh. How's this field dandelions look? Looks sick as fuck. Nice. All right. Perfect. What's up, gang? We did it. We got Vail Comedy Fest #3 in the books. I'm in my hotel. It's late. Or it's almost 10:30. But I feel very tired. And yeah, it was really good. I learned a lot about pacing myself. You know, I stowed myself away in my room when I could. And that's just kind of knowing myself and like knowing what my needs are. You know, as much as I want to be social and everything. And I did put myself out there and was social with people. I got to have lunch with my volunteer staff and crew, and that was cool. So overall, I feel like there was a good balance of like connecting with people and you know, recharging for myself. The shows are really good. It's also, what else did I learn? I would during the headliner sets would be long, so I would get all the photos that I think that I needed, and then I would switch over to manual focus and just play around with it and like just feel how that feels and like change stuff and learn more about my camera. Like my Lumix is weird. Like I don't know. There's just still stuff that I don't understand. Like you know, it's like, oh, it's manual. Like I switched the lens to manual. I switched the little MC continuous autofocus to MF, and then I switched it all the way to M mode, which I assume stands for manual mode on the Lumix. And it would still like wouldn't let me turn down my ISO even more before I just switched over to ISO auto. And sometimes like I would turn my shutter speed up or down, and then it would stay in 2.8 aperture, and I would go to shoot, and it would like, or I would go to focus and like lock the focus, and it would blink at me. It would blink red, showing me like, oh, this is a bad shutter speed for what the aperture is compared to the aperture. And I'm like, and then sometimes I would take the photo and like, and the Nikon is difficult with this as well, but like you take a photo and what's showing on the LCD is not what the photo is, and it'll give like a little half-second preview of what you took, and it looks super dark or something. So I'd go to look at it again, and the photo would be all janky. So it was hard to tell like if what I was seeing was actually what was coming through the camera, like to the final shot. For the lot of the festival, I switched over to aperture mode on the camera instead of autofocus because I was able to set, for the first time ever, I figured out how to set a custom white balance in one of the other photo settings. So I set it to like slightly cooler. It wasn't Kelvin, it was like a grid, and it was like, oh, like green over here, red, blue, yellow. And so I put it down slightly into like more towards blue, and it just with the way the lights were always set to the same temperature, so that was helpful. And it was helpful because the background of them would be like more orange tones, but then the two banners on the side would be purple lights shooting up, so that the lights on the ground were great because you could get low and get a really cool shot from the side, and it would look cool with the purple in the background. But if you're face on, then you had all that orange in the background, and it would sometimes make their faces look red. Or like, and so then the autofocus would compensate for the orange and make it like really cool. So it was almost too cool, too pale for what I wanted. So I switched over to aperture, and it kind of warmed it up a little bit. But then if you were to the side or whatever, and you were getting those purple and that blue coming in the lens, then it would also look good. It was more about just the skin tones and like getting the skin tones correct. Having food on hand in the room was really clutch. I did end up spending a little bit of money. I bought a patch and a magnet and for Vail, and then I bought my fiance like a sweatshirt that was half off. It was half off and it was $35. And then the other two things were like $10 each or something like that. And so I was like, oh God, like it just adds up so quick. It's like, and then I bought myself a drink, and I bought myself a protein drink from this place I like. So, and all of those things were like so expensive, dude. It was insane. Oh yeah, and then I bought one beer last night. So yeah, somehow I still ended up spending like probably $100, not including the gas and the money for the food. It was expensive. It was expensive just to get up here and survive for 3 days, but we learned, and I mean, that's just is what it is, you know? So hopefully we'll see. I don't actually know the exact number that I'm going to get paid, but you know, a little bit of money is better than no money, or being, you know, losing money. And sometimes you take a gig because it's like, it's good for networking, it's good for your portfolio. One thing I gotta follow up on is like, I need to refresh my like contact sheet for like people I've met from out of state, because it's like, oh, you meet all these people that then you forget who they are, and like they're buried in your follows. You know, you forget like, who are how did I know these people? Where are they from? And you never follow up on those connections. Well, I don't know, but I should probably wrap it up because I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. a little bit before 6 a.m. actually, because I gotta pick up 3 comedians and take them to the airport tomorrow. But at least I'll be getting home pretty early. So I'm gonna nap when I get home, and then I'm recording a podcast, and then hopefully that's all I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, and some editing. I have about, between the Nikon and the Lumix, I have about 12 to 13,000 photos to go through. And I'm actually pretty excited about the photos. I think a lot of them turned out really well and look really, really good. So I'm really stoked for those. The video stuff, I also took, and I also I shot in Vlog or S-Log, whatever it is, L-Log, something like that. I shot in that once because I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, why don't I try that? So I switched over to a custom mode that I set for Vlog or whatever the fuck, S-Log, and then I just took like a steady video for a while, and that lens gets heavy after a while. The 70 to 200, I just rocked that the whole time. I used that the entire festival for 90% of my shooting, and it got heavy. Bringing my own stool was clutch. It really, really made a difference, so I wasn't like on my knees like the whole time. Like I could just bring my stool over, sit down. I found that if I walked away from it for too long, then people would sit in it, especially if the room was crowded. And then one time, and then I went over, and there was like a lady. I put it in the door next to the doorway, and there was a lady like leaning up against the doorway, and my stool was right next to her. I'm like, well, I can't just sit down right next to her. Like I'm gonna be like, you can sit down here if you want, you know. You know, I'm not trying to make old ladies stand out here. So okay, that's it. Thank you so much. Vail Comedy Festival, Raspberry Cat Productions, one-man band. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe, and keep supporting the channel. Thank you. Love you. Stay stretchy.